What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. So, I'm almost done with my August readings for all the signs, and I'm on the sign of Leo, last but not least. And I already shuffled because it goes that way sometimes. So as I was shuffling, I was seeing like some of you guys are afraid of losing something. Some of you guys are trying to figure out a way to tell someone how you feel, or you want them to tell you how you feel. You don't want to lose this person. And I think that you've had some clarity about the situation, where in the past it was like really confusing. You didn't know, or maybe this person didn't know what they wanted. It kind of took something happening where maybe you didn't want the change that came into your life to release something so that you were able to see things the way that you needed to see them. Because I feel like some of you guys were definitely, I don't know if you were being manipulated as much as it was an illusion because of all the confusion and like the random feelings. And you know that you needed to move from something. I keep saying the Queen of Air, Queen of Swords. Some of you guys are dealing with a fire. I was gonna say fire. Well, fire too, I guess. Hey, some of you guys are dealing with a air sign who is not telling you something. You feel like there was something that they were hiding from you, or maybe this was a person that never really told you how they felt. And I feel like some of you guys are trying to figure out whether or not you want to give this another chance, because I don't think it worked out so well last time. And I think that the main moral of the story is that you know what you want to do now. You know what makes you happy. You know that like either way the sun's gonna come out tomorrow, you know. And this person is so cold, you don't understand. And like it comes off as they're being deceptive, but they're really just not emotional. They're not an emotional person. You wouldn't know how they really felt based on what their face looks like. You know, they're not necessarily mad, but I think people think they're mad, you know. I think that what you guys are doing now is working on a new way of doing things in your life. You're investing in yourself, investing in what makes you happy, like what you want to do. And some of you guys are really good at it, you know. But I feel like your focus isn't exactly just on this person, because then you have the Three of Fire. So are we talking to someone else? Because then we have the Empress, so the Mistress card. But I feel like there just might be a choice you need to make. And that involves, ooh, Lord. That involves some things that you know that you need to make a decision about. Some of you are going to be having the clarity about this person or situation probably around the second week in August, or now. When it comes down to having a conversation about what it is that you want, I don't think you know. You know that you want to be happy. You know that you have a purpose for your life. You know that you do need to move away from something. For some of you guys, it's an actual physical move. And it might have something to do with a Libra that walked away from you, or you're walking away from a Libra. But I think that this is something that you know is necessary, that needs to be done, but you haven't had this conversation with this person. The main focus is that this is something that can be a really good new start in something where there is abundance and there is like your focus is in the right place. You are sitting at a place where either way you're going to figure out a way to make yourself okay. You know, you're kind of clearing your head out. Before you were like all over the place with your thoughts and your feelings. Some of you guys, you know, did some healing. Some of you guys finally have peace of mind when it comes to this, because this is something that you've kind of already done your research on. This is something you kind of already know, or this person might know something about you. I don't think that it's not like there's greed. It's not like there's materialism, but there is a level of toxicity around someone, something. But I feel like you're tired. You kind of laid that down. You might have been able to walk away from that because you healed enough to the point where you were able to bring yourself peace of mind. You know, some of you guys took your strength back. Some of you guys know and are very aware of everything that's going on. You're taking back control. You're determined. Your focus isn't on what's in front of you or beside you or behind you. It's on what's ahead of you. On moving towards that. There's progress here. You guys have set up the right boundaries in your life. So you don't have to be so fucking stressed out anymore. But I think that there's still something that you're waiting for. Test results for some. On another person to make a choice on where the fuck you want to go. Because it was a 3 of fire, now it's down to 2. So I think that you guys might have cut this situation down. And I think that, you know, there's definitely progress in this. This is something that, you know, I think because you guys did the work on yourselves, then the universe is kind of rewarding the situation. Some of you guys have manifested this in to your life 1,000 times. But it's like every time you manifest it, it would be like hitting a brick wall. You've had clarity. You know the truth. You spoke the truth. You're aware. You're not afraid to say what you need to say in this situation. But I think that some of you guys need to kind of take a second to stop and look at things from every angle. Because maybe you guys are being defensive about something you don't need to be. Because you know kind of where you want to go anyway. No matter what anybody else has to say about it, because you don't really give a fuck what anybody else has to say. Your mind is set up. Your mind is made up. You know what you want, and you're going to go get it, one way or the other. There's a new love here. But that's the only thing I see after walking away from someone. Like you're finally getting your emotions back a little bit. Letting yourself feel for someone after this transformation of letting old shit go. seeing something in a new light, finally seeing what was probably in front of you for a very long time, but you were so busy pushing everyone out that you didn't notice. But there was someone here that wanted to offer something where it was even and it wasn't one-sided. Or maybe you figure out that that's what you wanted, or that's what could fix the situation. Because I think that some things needed to go, and you're okay with that. You released that, and along with that comes victory. Recognition. Someone's finally seeing you for who you are, what you've been, what you've done. Whether or not it's a job or it's just like someone finally paying attention to all the work that you've done on a situation. So you're like, finally, I can breathe again. Let me take a nap, because that was exhausting. You're conflicted on where you want to go. Maybe you want to go see someone who's far away, but they're not talking to you right now. And you don't want to fight with them, because the last time you guys talked, maybe there was a fight. So you're kind of holding back, or they are. Might be dealing with an earth sign. Capricorn for some of you. I think there's definitely love here. There's definitely a soulmate here. You guys love each other in a way that nobody understands. And I think that you've put a lot of time into this, or maybe someone's finally coming in to open up their mouthpiece and say, hey, you make me really happy. When we're together, we're happy. I need to tell you something. I know where I want to go now. I know what I want to do. And I want to try this. I want to take a chance on this, in this new beginning, because this could work out for us. We could make this work. And we can move forward into something new that we both want to do. Maybe marriage for some people. Maybe medical field for others. You're going back to school. Some of you guys might be a teacher. Very logical. Very stable. No matter what life throws at you, you handle it. And you move forward. Some of you guys have been solid for someone. You've been here. You've been down. And they're just like... Some of you guys are tired of waiting for this person. You're bored. And maybe that's probably like when they finally came in at that last moment where you're like, I'm about to give the fuck up on this mofo who is a blind turtle in the forest, you know, on its back, and no one is even around, you know, like, did the motherfucker die, or are they still breathing, or do they need CPR, or should I just cancel that, you know, put a line through that bitch. But I feel like there's an investment here. Someone kind of finally came out of their head, and they're balancing. They're good. Look. Juggling, balancing, but shit, no longer in mental anguish about how they feel, because they're finally going to tell you how they feel, and that you're their soulmate, and that you guys are going to be stable and grounded in this, and that they know that they ran away before, but they kind of had to do things how they wanted to do them. And for them, that was the easiest thing to do, because they don't like to fight. And they don't like to talk about things. But they're ready to work with you. No matter what falls apart, I feel like the passion is always something that's been here. It never went away. It's been there for a long time. this person might have been really indecisive in the past. They never knew. That was like always struggling to make a decision. But now, you've been patient with them enough to the point where there is balance and harmony in this situation. Somebody's working on self-control. They want to have a conversation, but it's really confusing and hard for them to talk about how they feel, even though this is a reunion or a marriage, and this person cares about you just because of who they are and how they act. They don't ever really say it. There might be some type of celebration for some of you, because I think this person, this was stalled because someone in this situation, or both of you, needed to learn something, and that was how to come back together, and that this is what both of you wanted. One of you knew, but the other person, it took them a long time to figure it out. They were always juggling. They always wanted to be single, but that was because of someone else who broke their heart. But now they're ready to offer love, because they forgave someone in their life. Could be a mother. Could be someone who they cared a lot about. Someone who always left them. It took them a long time to leave this situation, because this is what they thought they needed to do. This is who they were married to at one point. This is where this was home to them. Some of them could have had children with someone. This is just like what they knew. Someone they would always go back to, because I don't think that they had a clear understanding for a very long time of what they wanted. They just thought that that's what they should do. But I see the Leos are finally going to be happy. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. What are the Romance Angel Oracle cards for the sign of Leo for August 2008? Jesus, alrighty then. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So this person that you waited so long for, it needed to be this way because of the things that needed to be handled first. I think that someone finally was able to see that soulmates come in all shapes and sizes, that they're not going to be able to explain the connection, but that sometimes it's someone that's nothing like you. Someone who's not even really your type is your soulmate. Someone finally figured out that they can open up their heart and let someone love them again, because they just, for the longest time were just like the biggest flirt, but they're ready to talk about why they were the way they were, why they did the things that they did. You guys need to kind of talk about your feelings. Because someone is coming back, my friend. And then you guys need to take a time out and spend some time alone. Figure your shit out. Some of you guys' finances and career are going to be a factor still. And someone finally let go of control issues in this situation as well. They want you to know that you're lovable. And that the feelings that you feel are real. Even though you can't really wrap your mind around that. You guys need to take some time to get to know each other. Because I think that you really haven't. You've had a lot of feelings and a lot of cat and mouse and back and forth. But you never really sat down and talked about them. Someone finally freed themselves from a situation. I just see a lot of clarity for you guys. I mean, I think this love thing is new for some of you. Whether or not it's with a new person or an old person, but this past life relationship. And give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership, because I feel like love is finally in the situation for some of you. Once you free yourself from this addiction that you were with, someone that you were probably a lust only situation, someone finally learned how to love themselves, they're able to offer love to someone else. Anyways, that's all I have for you, Leo. Have a good night.